Hi there, it's Saturday afternoon. I'm just relaxing in town. Been viewing a couple of properties and talking to agents, and it seems things are quite busy. It was actually quite difficult to get viewings on a Saturday because the agents are so busy out there showing properties. So it's a sign that the market, despite everything, is actually moving forward, and a lot of the properties you see are either under offer or they're looking for the asking price or more. Some of the ex-council places, the scruffier buildings, take a bit more time to move, but the period property type conversions are definitely moving. Agents said to me that he is very busy, and I believe it, because you phone them, some of them don't even bother to call you back. They're that busy, they can't even be bothered to call you back. So things are looking quite busy. And on mortgage rules, a lot of self-employed people were getting penalised when they were applying for a mortgage because they'd applied for the Self-Employment Income Support Scheme, or the SEIS, and now some of the lenders are relaxing these rules. Halifax, NatWest, HSBC, these are for the self-employed people that during the lockdown applied for loans of to boost up during the lockdown, and this is where you had annual profits of less than £50,000, and you could get a grant basically. But this grant was not supposed to affect your ability to borrow money. It did affect it. Lenders were penalising people, but now it seems like some of the major lenders are starting to relax those rules. And it seems that a lot of money is going into investment funds. Nearly £5 billion went into investment funds in July alone, according to the Investment Association, and that means that some people anyway, are able to save money by not travelling in to work and working from home, and obviously then they are then able to save that money, and we know that a lot of money has gone into banks as well. Now, if you're saving for long term, then really a deposit type account where you're getting low interest rates is probably not going to cut it. If you're saving monthly and you're putting your money into, say, an ISA, which is just 1 or 2% interest rate, you might want to look at a stocks and shares ISA, where you can then invest the money tax-free into some of the many equity funds there are out there, and that will, in the long term, will give you a better return than putting your money into just an interest-bearing account where obviously the interest rates are going to be low. And then finally, pensions-wise, we know that a lot of people have not got enough money in their pension funds because they haven't been saving enough, and a lot of the big companies now do not offer guaranteed final salary pension schemes. And there was an article here from Interactive Investor, which said that if you had a pension pot of £500,000, which a lot of people haven't got, and just based on certain assumptions of growth in that pension pot, and you were drawing on that pension pot, it would run out by the age of 86 if you retired at 60. However, if you had a little part-time job earning a couple of £1,000s a year, you could extend that period to age 96, so that your fund would last much longer. And then if you were working until 65 and started drawing from then, it then extends it even further. In fact, you may never run out of money if you start drawing at 65 and then work part-time. So it's just interesting, but I think a lot of people have just not even saved nearly enough for retirement, and we're facing what I would call just a pensions time bomb. So think about that. If you're saving, you might want to look at how much you're saving for the future. Obviously, if you've left it too late and you're already near 60, 65, then I don't know what will happen to you then. You might have to keep working until you drop. And finally, the London property market, as I was just talking about property, is getting a little bit, it's actually still, it did suffer during the lockdown. A lot of people were moving out of London, but it seems to be bouncing back. The Barclay Group indicated that things are getting back to normal. It's selling more and more properties. This is the Barclay Group that is listed on the FT100 index with a capitalisation of 5.8 billion. and they sold last year 2,825 homes, almost 1,000 shy of what they built in 2019. So they are doing quite well. Shares looking reasonably cheap, but they're reasonably confident about the London market, and looking around and making some inquiries, it seems that London properties do seem to be bouncing back. So there you go. So have a nice weekend, everybody, and thanks for anybody who supports my my broadcasts and my Facebook lives. Hi there to Alan and Dagmar over there in Norway. Lovely to see you. So hope you all have a great weekend and stay safe out there. Bye for now.